There's a certain identity, the certain version of ourselves that we're trying so desperately to uphold. What if we just dropped that all right now in this moment and just took a deep breath and let yourself just be right here in this moment as you are. Nothing needs to change. Nothing needs to be fixed. You are whole just as you are. You are perfect just as you are. Welcome to Empowered Now. I'm Colette Kati. Here we talk about real confidence, the kind that comes from trusting yourself, honoring your needs, and living with intention. Let's begin. Welcome to the podcast today. This could quite possibly be the shortest episode on record for Empowered Now. I have tried to film this episode 3 times. 3. Count them. Tres times. And you know what? Camera cut off. Audio was off. I can't remember what happened the first time. Oh, there was the last half of it was not recorded. Anyways, so I'm counting this as we're pivoting. This is what life does. Sometimes life throws things at you like it is for me right now. I'm I've got to get an episode filmed or we're not having one on Monday, and I'm not going to leave you hanging. It happens sometimes, but I just want to say thank you for those of you that are here. I mean, you're tuning into this podcast about improving yourself tells me that you want to be here, that you do want to step into an identity and a version of yourself that is powerful beyond measure, that is confident, that is joyful, unapologetically joyful. You deserve it. And that's why you're here. And I'm so glad that you are, because you matter. And that's why I keep doing what I do. And so let's just embrace where we're at right now. Just that alone is a tool that I use with my clients all the time. Learning to slow down and be present with where you are. Because the mind, our thoughts, we're constantly telling ourselves that we need to reach a certain level, that we need to be somewhere else, that we need to show up and look a certain way, that we, there's a certain identity, the certain version of ourselves that we're trying so desperately to uphold. What if we just dropped that all right now in this moment and just took a deep breath and let yourself just be right here in this moment as you are. Nothing needs to change. Nothing needs to be fixed. You are whole just as you are. You are perfect just as you are. You are exactly the way you are meant to be in this exact moment, in the exact place that you are, with the exact body that you have, with the exact thoughts that you have. Nothing needs to change. Nothing is a problem. You are here, and it is perfect. That feels good. Because we don't do this for ourselves often enough. There's just oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said that. And maybe this episode cut out because I wasn't supposed to say that. I don't know. We don't know all the reasons, but the fact is that we're right here in this moment right now, thinking and feeling the things that we're thinking and feeling right now. And it's just fine. That's the truth of it. It is powerful to be in the present moment. It's perhaps one of the most powerful tools that I have learned to use for myself and that I teach my clients. Be present. It's difficult sometimes because we don't want to feel there's the ego or that. There's a part of us that tells us if I stop and feel, that's going to be terrible and painful, and I don't want to do that. I can't handle that. Well, you know what the truth is? It's the resistance to slowing down that is more painful than actually slowing down and feeling. Yeah, this is what we do here. It's a very simple thought today. Just be present. And can you offer yourself compassion for exactly where you are? Maybe you're in a transition of life where, your kids are getting older. We've talked about this in the last podcast. There's so many things going on. There's so much that we're experiencing in life. And, myself having my children grow up, it's really painful for me right now. And, if I attach myself to that voice that says I should be okay, or I should feel differently, or I shouldn't, it's like, stop shoulding and just be present. Just be with yourself. What are you going through right now? What kind of emotions is that experience that you're going through right now bringing up for you? And can you just be with it? Can you just sit and breathe and be? And maybe you cry, and that's okay. And maybe you let yourself sleep, and that's even better. It's okay to be exactly where you are. Maybe you're angry. Maybe you need to express some anger. Maybe you need to get a piece of paper out and write yourself an anger list, or a resentment list, or a fear list. Just get it out. Just be present with it. It's just there. It's just there, information. It's just your human body and your human mind doing what humans do. It's okay. Just be here. And I just invite you to take that with you today. That's it. That's how simple this episode's going to be. I had a whole story. I had a whole thing, and it didn't work out. And maybe I will share that again in another episode. But today, this is what it needs to be. We're pivoting. Life does that. Life invites us to pivot. Pivot so that we can have our peace. Being present brings peace. Even being present with the fear and the anger or the resentment, it leads to peace. Being present always leads to peace. Because when you can just be, let yourself be there, there's a power that happens. And I can't explain it, but it's powerful. So that's my invitation for you today on this Monday morning reset. If you're tuning in when this is uploading, we're just going to be present. That's what we're doing. Give yourself a present, a gift today of presence. That's what I have. And I also invite you to not take yourself too seriously, because I can tell you the stress that can come up when you're like, oh my gosh, I have been spending like an hour and a half trying to film one episode and I have failed 3 times. You know what? We're pivoting. It's fine. No, just be present with it. Okay. It's a blessing to have you here. I'm grateful that you're here. Please keep showing up for yourself. You deserve it. If you are, first of all, if you're hearing my children out there, sorry, it's loud. I love it. I love having my kids home. It's great. So I have been spending a lot of time creating these solo episodes of the podcast because I haven't been taking the time to invite guests, because I have been putting all of my energy into prepping and preparing this event that I'm hosting in Idaho, June 15th and 16th. If you are a woman who is in transition in your life, who is, experiencing the burnout and the overwhelm and the general feelings of like, what am I doing? Why do I feel this way? And how do I feel better? Idaho is for you. It's a room that is curated specifically for women to come back home to yourself, to connect to yourself with other women who are also experiencing that same, life dis-ease in their own lives. And we're going to connect. We're going to be together. We're going to be in that energy of tribe, of shame-free connection and resilience. So if that calls to you, I hope you'll join me, but don't feel terrible if you can't. More is coming, and I'm grateful you're here. Keep coming back, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Before you go, take a deep breath. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just stay connected to yourself one moment at a time. You've got this. I've got your back, and I'll see you next time.